Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com. Today I'm doing a quick review, sound clip, and install walkthrough of the Corsa Sport 3-inch catback exhaust with the single side exit design and twin polished tips. Now if you're the owner of a 2014 to 2018 Silverado 1500, you might want to pick this system up here if you're looking for a very aggressive, very loud catback system to replace your wimpy stock one, to beef up the sound, of course, give you a little horsepower and torque gain, as well as throttle response and engine performance, while also getting the highest quality exhaust materials available on the market. Corsa is known for making one of the highest quality system with the loudest volume as well, with very little drone. As you heard from our sound clips, this one is definitely no joke. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 on our loudness meter, bordering on 4 out of 5 on the loudness meter here, and it's definitely going to wake up the neighbors in the morning at a cold start. Now the good thing about this system is it's not too overwhelming. Inside the cab here, as you heard from our sound clips, very little to no drone inside the cab. You can definitely play some music and not have to worry about hearing the exhaust. Have a conversation with your passenger or even drive around the little ones in the back seat, no problem at all. It's also offered in a twin black tip as well. Now, those tips make a huge difference comparing it to some of the other options on the market. This does have that single side exit design as you see here, just like your factory system. Only difference is you get really beefy twin 4-inch polished or black stainless steel tips here, just to give it a little bit more of an aggressive appearance here. I actually really like the exit style on this truck. I really like the stock styling of the side exit, but the twin tips definitely take it up one notch. Now I'm going to walk you through the installation here. I definitely want to let you know 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. No cutting, no drilling, none of that nonsense. Easy hand tools will get the job done in about 2 hours, maybe a little longer if you're working on the ground. Now we had a lift here, so if you are working with a lift, have some pole jacks on deck to help you support the system. If you're on the ground, a jack and jack stands will definitely do the trick as well. Now if you're thinking about picking up the Corsa system, it's definitely for the guys out there who are okay spending a little bit more money for the highest quality 304 stainless steel system on the market. If you're living on the East Coast, somewhere with a lot of salt on the roads during the wintry weather months, 304 stainless is a lot more corrosion and rust resistant than a 409 or aluminized. Now because of that, because it's got such a high quality build, one of the most sought after sounds on the market and a really nice brand name, expect to be spending somewhere around the $1,000 mark for this catback. And the price does a little bit vary depending on whether you're getting the polished tips like we have here or the black tips that are also available for the same system. $1,000 is the price tag, well worth it for the guys out there looking to get the best quality system with a really nice exhaust tone. Overall, I'm definitely giving it 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter again, so let's see how it gets done. Tools needed for this install are PB Blaster or WD-40, hanger removal tool, a drill or a ratchet, 15mm socket, 13mm socket. Alright guys, so the first thing we need to do on our 2016 Silverado 5.3 liter V8 is to remove our factory exhaust. This is an extremely simple process as there's really only 1 clamp holding the entire system on and 4 hangers after that from the cats all the way back to the tips. I've got a handy hanger removal tool here I'm going to use to pop those out. If you don't have this, I definitely recommend picking it up from your local auto parts store. You can definitely just rent it. It's a very, very useful tool for popping all the hangers out of their isolators, so let's get to it. With all the hangers out of place, the only bolt we have to remove, like I said, is on the clamp right behind our stock catalytic converter. Once we pop off that 13mm bolt, loosen that clamp, we'll be able to remove our system and put it aside. Alright, at this point we can feed our exhaust underneath of the cross member and underneath the frame, and then we'll have to feed it over the axle. Now it is all one piece, so if you feel like cutting it in pieces, you can. It makes life a little easier, but then of course it adds an extra step. If you have an extra hand on deck, maybe a friend, this would definitely make life easier as well. So we've got our stock exhaust system off of our truck and on the ground. As you can see, we've got it laid out in one piece directly next to our Corsa Sport system here. You can see the very clear, very obvious differences between the new system here and our stock one. First and foremost, you can obviously see the very, very high quality materials. Now this one has seen some miles, so of course it's got a little bit of rust going on, discoloration, But that 304 stainless steel is going to be less susceptible to that happening. It's going to be lasting a hell of a lot longer, and it's more durable of a material. 304 stainless steel is in fact the highest quality exhaust system material on the market, so if you're looking to spend the money for that top-notch system, Corsa's got you covered with this one. The muffler system here is a straight-through muffler from Corsa with their patented RSC, or reflective sound cancellation technology, basically meaning this gives you that volume, but it cancels out that drone. You'll have very little to no drone at all inside the cab with this at wide open throttle. Now you can see the clear differences in size here, so the sound reflecting through this muffler system is going to give you a lot more than this factory ever could. Moving down the system, you'll notice that this also has the 3-inch mandrel bent tubing, giving you a better exhaust airflow going out, meaning that you are going to see a little bit of a bump in horsepower and torque. The power going through this is going to not only give you that sound, but it's going to give you the feel of the throttle response increasing along with a better engine performance. Shifting all the way down to the tips here, very, very obvious difference in aggressive looks. The stock exhaust here has that very basic dump out the side. This one also keeps that single side exit, but it has a twin tip with 4-inch polished stainless steel finishes with the Corsa name on top. Very aggressive stuff. Obviously, if you want to keep the stock styling as far as the exit design, but you want to beef it up in aggression, this is a really good way to go. Now, without further ado, let's get this Corsa system installed on our truck. All right, guys, kicking off the Corsa Sport install here, we're going to start at the back end by the catalytic converters. You're going to grab your extension pipe here, feed it over the frame, and attach it to the cats. Now, there are 3 clamps provided for you in the kit. One of those clamps is not going to be used next to the catalytic converter. You are going to retain that factory clamp here. As you can see, I did not take it off yet. I leave it on there from the uninstall. That way I could just feed this over, clamp it down, so let's get to it. Now the next step in our process is to put the massive Corsa muffler into place here. Make sure you have a clamp on the outlet side of this thing. You're gonna go ahead and attach it to your extension pipe here, tighten down the clamp. Now as you're tightening down your clamps, you wanna leave a little bit of room for adjustment just until you get to the very end. That way, if things don't line up properly, you can go back and make the adjustments as needed and then tighten everything down. All right, with our muffler system in place here, as you can see, I have a pole jack supporting this. The muffler is quite big, quite heavy, so it does pull things down a bit. The pole jack here is just supporting everything up in the air, making sure it doesn't sag more than we want it to. Now, if you're working on the ground and not on a lift like I am, you can use a jack or a jack stand to do the exact same thing. Now that we have our muffler system into place, I pulled our pole jack down here to the other end of the muffler to hold that up and support the weight there. Next up is our overaxle pipe. Now, as you can see, the overaxle pipe has this V-shaped hanger on both sides, which is going to go into our isolators on our back end side of the muffler here. So we're going to feed this over the axle, slip them into their hanger isolators, and attach it with a new clamp here. All right, guys, almost at the home stretch. All we have left to do is attach the tailpipe hanger to the isolator and then add our tips. All right, the install is pretty much wrapped up here. All we have left to do is make the adjustments we need, if necessary, making sure our tips are aligned the way we want to. Tighten everything down, we can put our truck on the ground, and we'll be good to go. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up my install, sound clip, and review of the Corsa 3-inch Sport catback exhaust with the single side exit design and the twin polished tips. If you're the 14 to 18 Silverado 1500 owner out there looking for the highest quality system available, a very aggressive exhaust tone without going too overboard, this is a great choice. You can pick yours up right here at AmericanTrucks.com.